Hi, my name is Joe Di Bartolomeo. I'm an Oregon workers' compensation lawyer. I have offices in Astoria, Oregon and in Hillsboro, Oregon. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how and when you can appeal decisions made on your workers' compensation claim regarding medical care. Generally speaking, with Oregon workers' compensation, if any benefit is denied or disapproved or underpaid, you have an appeal right. And the place that you go and the way that you appeal your dispute depends upon the benefit at issue. So in this video, we're going to talk about medical services. And generally speaking, when you have a dispute over medical services, you would file your claim with the Workers' Compensation Division. And when I say claim, it's actually a request for review. And what you're doing is you're asking the state of Oregon to get involved with your dispute. And I believe the office that reviews and resolves disputes about medical care is the Medical Resolution Team, which is an office inside of the Workers' Compensation Division. When you file this kind of request for review, there is a form that you can complete. It's basically a request to review a medical dispute, and what you're asked to do is provide the information about your claim, about what kind of medical care you're disputing. But what also happens is the Medical Resolution Team will ask you in the form whether you have whether you're in a what's called an MCO contract. And what that means is when you're injured on the job, your insurance company or the insurance company that is processing your claim is going to ask or assign you many times into what's called a managed care organization. It's like an HMO, and what's going to happen is you're going to have to treat with a doctor that's a member of that MCO. And if you have a dispute where perhaps the MCO, which is an organization that also has an extra set of eyes on approving your medical care, if the MCO denies a proposed surgery or therapy or something of that nature, the MCO will have its own dispute resolution process, and you can seek resolution of the dispute internally with the MCO. So the medical, I always call it the medical review unit because that's a former name, but it's the medical resolution team. They're going to ask you whether you invoke that dispute process. The form will be submitted to the medical resolution team, and that team will review the file and they will make a decision. Sometimes they may have a doctor review the records to see whether or not there needs to be some kind of an exam or review of your records. But eventually what's going to happen is that medical resolution team is going to make a decision on your case. If it denies the review request, so for example, if you think that you need a surgery and that it's because of your on-the-job injury and that's denied, then you can make a request for hearing to the Workers' Compensation Division, and an administrative law judge will review that case. What also could happen is the medical resolution team may look at your request and say, well, you know, this really isn't about whether you need surgery or if it's appropriate or whatever. Really what this has to do with is whether the medical care that you're getting is related to the on-the-job injury. That's an issue that we call a compensability issue, and what they'll do is issue a defer and transfer order. And this shows you how, I don't know, bizarre, bureaucratic, Byzantine, whatever word that you like the best, the workers' comp system can be. But what happens is when the medical resolution team figures or concludes that the issue you're dealing with really is whether this treatment is related to the injury, that's a compensability issue, and compensability issues fall under the umbrella of the Workers' Compensation Board. So they'll defer a decision and they'll transfer your case to the Workers' Compensation Board. And then what happens is it's assigned to an administrative law judge in the Workers' Compensation Board Hearings Division, and there's a hearing scheduled, and we proceed along the lines of the claim being denied by the insurance company. And what I mean by that is we act or behave as if the claim for your surgery was denied by the insurance company, as if you were filing an initial claim, and then we go to hearing on it in front of a Workers' Compensation Board administrative law judge, and we litigate the case much the same way that we would litigate a denied claim. And I believe that if the claim is resolved in your favor before the Workers' Compensation Board, the case then goes back to the Workers' Comp Division medical resolution team, and then they take a look at it and a decision is made. So it's kind of crazy, to be honest, but that's just an example of how medical disputes are resolved in the Oregon Workers' Compensation system. So if you have more questions about this, contact us on our website or give us a call. Also, check out the guides that we offer. A lot of these guides touch on these issues and are helpful and give good information. I put these guides together in response to frequently asked questions that I get from potential clients who contact the office. So check those out. Again, you can call us if you have a question. The thing also to keep in mind is if an attorney gets involved in your claim or appeal of a dispute over medical care, the attorney only gets paid if they prevail on your behalf, if they win. And those fees have to be approved by the state of Oregon. And with medical disputes, it's the insurance company, not you, that pay the attorney fees. So you have an easy path to an attorney to help you out on these kinds of issues. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Take care.